Welcome back. It's time for coins. So today I am at Kennesaw Mountain, and this is one of the battlefields for the Civil War back in 1864, and it was one of the biggest battles to try to capture Atlanta, which was the kind of their stronghold city. You had like four railways going through Atlanta, and the Confederates were trying to keep it, and the Union armies needed to take Atlanta. And so this was one of the battlefields that they had to fight to take it, and they lost a lot of casualties in the war. And I think it was Sherman and Johnson, I believe. Johnson on the Confederate side, Sherman on the Union side. And they were playing chess, going all the way down from like Tennessee all the way down here, and they would go into battle and battle. They would like fight, and the Confederates hold them off, and so then they regroup and push down further south, and then fight again, and then keep on going until they got to here. The Confederate army stationed on top of the hill, and around there was like this big line for it, and held off the Union armies pretty well. Eventually the Confederates fell back. There was like so many, everybody was wounded and stuff. A lot of dead people, a lot of dead soldiers, and they went, I don't remember what the name of the river was, but the Confederates decided to go towards this river. Thought it was a better defensible boundary. So today we will be checking out Kennesaw Mountain battlefield. Here we are coming up to the 24 gun battery. So, yeah, so you can see the cannons right there from the Civil War. So these ones would be Union cannons because they're facing towards the south, and Confederates would be off that way. So if you want to pause it and take a look at this and read this information, go ahead. And so you can see this is Kennesaw Mountain right here, and Pigeon Hill, and little Kennesaw Mountain right there. And Pigeon Hill, I think, was another line of defense. Well, it's all right here through this whole thing was a line of defense for the Confederate Army. So this is I believe the southern, is that right? No, this is the north side of Kennesaw Mountain, heading up there, and so this all back here would be Confederate land to the south. So while I'm walking back to the car from the cannons, I just wanted to let you know why I haven't been on making videos for the last couple months. And well, it's because if you saw one of my other videos a few months ago, I was telling you I was trying to become an electrician, and I was taking a test, and I didn't do so well on the test. It was a time test, and I got the time got messed up with me, and I was just like trying to do it as fast as possible, and yeah. But I applied for an an HVAC company, and they asked me to come in for an interview, and so I did. And I wasn't sure if it really went well. If it really went very well. But they called me back for a second interview, and they offered me the job. So I gave a 3 weeks notice to my old job now, and I did 1 week of training on the job, and then they sent me out here to Atlanta, Georgia, for 3 weeks. And so I am right now. I just finished my first week of this training school program, and it's pretty intensive, a lot of theory, and we've been doing some lab and working on HVAC systems, learning about AC, DC electronics, how atoms work, how voltage, potential energy, and yeah, so I've been insanely busy trying to learn as much as I can about the HVAC industry. Yeah, so I've been doing that. I've cleaned and tested, maintained systems on my first week of the job. Definitely hard work, and but it's also a lot of fun, especially learning things. And so, yeah, I plan on making more videos, but currently I'm doing a lot of learning, and so let's go ahead and get on to the next our next stop. So now we are hiking up to Pigeon Mountain, a foot trail that leads to the Confederate entrenchment on this mountain spur where one of Sherman's 2 major attacks was repulsed. I'm not sure how far up this trail this place is, but we will check out. This is Pigeon Mountain up here. I think you may be able to get a little higher up, possibly, but to keep going down that trail. But I just kind of want to show you this little area here. It's all pretty high up rocks, pretty flat, and it's a great place. Looks like a great place to hide up here. And if you look down there, that's like a 45-degree angle probably to get all the way down there. So it's a good spot to be able to shoot from and to protect or defend this mountain, because people coming up that, you can just easily take them out, especially with the type of guns they had in those days. You get a lot further range when you're shooting down range probably, and than you are if you're doing up range. So we are now at the 4th stop of our day, of our tour of the battlefields here. And if you come to Cheatham, I think it's Cheatham Hill, you can have a little drinking fountain and refill your water bottle right there. The Illinois Monument Memorial is about 200 yards that way. If you had stopped in the video and watched the read the description on the last plaque right there, you would know that the gentleman, I forgot his name already, but he purchased this land and gave it to the association and wanted to have a memorial built on it for the fallen soldiers that died here. Here, the Union Army was about 30 yards from the Confederates, and the generals had discussed retreating, but since they're under heavy fire, they would have more casualties if they retreated, so they stayed here for like 6 days and just exchanging sniper fires between the Confederate Army and the Union Army. And then I think it was on the 7th day or the end of the 6th day or something, they had a 7-hour truce where they were able to bury the dead, and I guess they ended up like talking with each other and stuff. And then I think it was like June 29th, they just picked it right back up and started firing at each other again. So yeah. So I was watching a video, and they were saying, this one guy was saying that this was an entrance to a mine back in the day. So nice and peaceful and calm here. It'd be kind of hard to imagine like gunfire and a battle going on right here. I was talking to someone who lived right in this area, or lives in this area, and he says this trail that goes through here goes about for 16 miles, and they come out with their greyhounds and walk it every day. Maybe not the full 16 miles, but a good amount of it. So this will be our final stop in the Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park. And this is the Cobb's farm. Peter Valentine Cobb II, one of Cobb's country's earliest settlers, built this log house in the 1830s. He ran a self-sufficient farm of about 600 acres with 10 enslaved workers. The family fled as the federal troops approached along Howard Spring Road in 1864 and only returned in the 1880s. The June 22nd battle damaged the house and destroyed several outbuildings. The house has been restored to historical appearances. And I found out that it's a private residence, so I'm not allowed to go past that fence. That's pretty cool looking. And there's a small little cemetery right up there by the road. And with that, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I plan on doing more videos, like I said. I did pick up some fake Confederate coins while I was at the gift shop, so I'll be making another little video on just those. So just stay tuned for that. Thank you. Bye.